Hello guys, Merlin Don on the mic. Today we will analyze some games with Marshall Ditich aka Blackbeard against Purple Luffy. And we will talk about how to beat this deck, or better, how to beat this opponent by using this deck. The list that we will be using today is this one here. So pretty much everything is the main engine of the Teach deck, and the decks that we do play here are two Ice Ages, which is an on-cost card that does a -5 to an opponent, to the cost of an opponent, and Tempest Kick, which is a great card in this deck because it costs only 1 don. It does a -3 if you have 10 cards in your trash, which you do have as a Blackbeard after a while, and then you get to draw another card to replace the card that you trash in order to do the effect. And with this -3 you can do wonders using this deck. So without any further ado, let's go to the matches, guys. So here we go. Second, the Pluffy does not play anything on his first turn. On our second turn we play our Doku and we pass. Then he takes a life, he uses a Zoro, and then on our turn we play the Laboon, we KO the Zoro, and of course on his turn he KOs our Doku, and then he plays a Luffy Taro, and what we do here is we play another Laboon and we KO his Luffy Taro. Now, as you can see, we have established 2 Laboons, 1 Doku, and we do not need at this point another black hole because we do have we had 2 in our hand. So we trust one to black hole him, because remember guys, after his second turn, so from the third turn when you play against Luffy, you always, and I mean it, always need to black hole him, because if he gets to play his own play cards, it's like an auto loss, excuse me. So then we hit him also for 5, he counters that with a low. Low is useless against us, we never have more than 7 cards against Pluffy. And then he decides to kill our Doku. It's great for us because we get to draw a card from it, and he plays a Sangoro and a Kamazo, so he tries to go wide. What we do here is first we search with Lafitte. We are now at 9 don, if I'm not mistaken, 3, 2, 8, excuse me. So we search with Lafitte, and then we use our black hole to KO his Ankoro, do a -4 before with our Laboon, and now we have our leader and also our other Laboon. If we want to attack, we attack with our leader, and we also attack with our other Laboon, because we're really good here. We have 5 life, and we need to start grabbing some cards off of his hand, because don't forget that guys, in each and every turn you're going to be losing 1 card here. We do have an Ice Age in our hand also, which is great in this matchup, and this is also another reason why you can also attack with Laboon, because you don't necessarily need him at this point. You need some attacks. So he plays a blocker here at this point, and we do have the perfect combination of Ice Age and Seagun. First we hit him with 5k, he blocks that, which I can understand. Then we search with our Lafitte, and at that point it's like, okay, we can grab a black hole to be able to KO something afterwards. We are healthy at 4 life, so what we can do here is start establishing some board, guys. So we establish our board by dropping Jesus and Van Agur, and now we need to trust a card, and I do trust the Blackbeard here. I do trust the Blackbeard here because the fact that we have the Ice Age means that we can KO something big from him, and with Black Hole we can also start controlling the board again, and we will draw eventually another Blackbeard. So now he plays his 9-cost Luffy, and look at this crazy combo here. We have the Ice Age, we have the Sea Gun, you can do a -5 with your Ice Age, and guess what comes next? Sea Gun, pop! You pop that, and then we also kill Kamazo. And the reason why we kill Kamazo and not Sanji is because first we want to make him block our hit, then we want him to either give us his whole hand here, which he does not, and of course we can keep attacking him like we do and play a searcher like a Lafitte, and then of course we trust our last card, excuse me. What he does here, and I can understand that, is instead of going for our life, he goes for our birds, so that we can't use him anymore, and then he has 5 dons, which he does not play. That tells me that he either has only big cards in his hand or counter cards. So cards with counter like Gum Giant and so on. So we get to draw a Docu's. First we search, we grab a Martial Teach, and now it's time to start hitting him hard. Of course, like you see, Gum Giant, Charlotte Lilin, exactly like we thought that would be. He's now at 9k with 4 open dons. He gives us another kid, and now the next hit with 10k, he can't do anything about that. So then he plays Franosuke. With Franosuke, this character has a Rush, so he kills our Vanagur, but we get to draw a card, which is awesome, and then he KOs also our Lafitte. He plays his Law, and now guys, we either go Blackbeard and give him the possibility to go wide again, or we can also do the following. We play our Doku, we kill his Law, we play our Lafitte, we play our, we grab this Maera, this is the card that we do not need, and the rest cards go to the bottom of the deck, so we might draw them. And what we do here is, he has only 2 cards, right? So we have Black Hole him, and what we do here is we take his last life by hitting him for 11k. Now he has no life, we have 3 life, and we have 2 characters on the board and a Blackbeard in our hand. First he hits our Lafitte, then with his leader he tries to decide if he wants to kill our Doku and give us a card, or just go for life, and he goes for life. He decides to go for life because he knows that we are still at 9 life and this is way too much, and then he plays 2 characters. He tries to go wide here. I first hit him with 6k with my leader to see what he does, and then I play Vanagur and I Sea Gun his Franosuke, and of course I ditch my Martial Teach because I don't need my teach to win this game, right? So he hits me again with his leader, so my Vanagur here, and he can't hit me with his Sanji. Why? Because if he does, guys, then I get to hit him with 15k face, right? So what we do here at this point is, okay, you know what? We play blocker, we establish a blocker, and with the remaining Don, we'll go for his life. What can he do? Of course he gives us his blocker, and we Black Hole him. Now we have a blocker, he has no life, he has 10 Don, and we have a Doku, a blocker, and 2 life. First, he attacks us, and we take that, gladly. And then with his remaining Dawn, he plays Mr. 2. And then I go 15k to his life. And of course, he has no counter in his hand, so it does not matter. Another game against Pluffy. He goes first, I go second here. He does not play a low, I play a Lafitte and I grab a card. Then he plays a low, so he didn't have the cards and he draws a Franosuke. And now I play a Doku, I KO his low, I play a Lafitte, I grab a card. As you can see, this is one of the best case scenarios. Now you black hole him because he is at his Luffy Taro range, right? And he plays another Franosuke, but even if he attaches his Dawn, he doesn't have the 8 Dawn that he needs in order to give this character us, which was a misplay. And he gets punished for it, because I play Malaboon, I KO him with my Doku, and then I play also a blocker. And of course we black hole him. He tries to kill my Doku, I give him my blocker, and now the great part is that we do have a Laboon and he decides to play Lin, which is also wrong, because when you play against Blackbeard, you need to go wide. If you try to play big characters like Big Moms and so fancy big characters, then you get punished. You get punished because, like here, we do a -4 with Laboon, we C-gun this Big Mom, we play a Lafitte, we grab another card, and we will grab here. I was between the stage and the stronger, but I was like, okay, you know what, I do have a spare Dawn, I will grab this stage and I will be able to search for cards that I need each and every turn. Then of course we hit him for 5, and what he does here is he kills our Laboon and he plays a Luffy Taro with the remaining Dawn and also a Trafalgar Law. We start digging here because we need some cards. We grab another stage because we want to ditch the other stage, of course, for the leader's ability, and then we play Van Agur and we KO with our Doku his law. We ditch our stage like we said, and with the remaining Dawn we hit him because we need him to go down on life. He kills our Doku and we are fine with it. We get to grab a Sigan, which is awesome, and also a black hole, and he has now a Saguro, a Luffy Taro, and he plays a Robin, right? The first thing that we can do here is, of course, we can Sigan immediately his Sangoro, then we do a -3 to his Luffy Taro, we KO this Luffy Taro with our black hole. Now he has only one blocker. We grab one more card with our Lafitte. With the remaining Dawns that we have a remaining Dawn, one remaining Dawn, and I was like, do I want to play this is my age or not? I was like, no, I don't want to trust more cards at this point of the game, because when you trust, guys, you don't know which card you will trust, and as you can see, pop, we hit black hole here, and we might need this black hole, right? At this point of the game, you go, of course, 5 to his blocker, because if he wants to save this blocker, he will have to give a Gam Gam Giant, which he does, and he sacrifices an Usohachi. And that tells me that he has only 2 Ks in his hand, or cards that he needs. So we throw our first Blackbeard, of course, here, so he has only one blocker, and his black hole. He plays 2 characters, which is correct, a Mr. 2 and a Kamazo, and we need to get rid of these cards. So first, we hit him with 5k, and he is like, okay, this guy is gonna play a Blackbeard now, but I'm not. I will play my Laboon, I will KO him with my Doku, I will play my black hole from before, guys. right? And then it's time to risk a little bit. So I saw before that he threw a 2k on the trash with his Gum Sand, so I was like, okay, he has only 2k's in his hand probably. So at this point I wanted to keep my teats, and I didn't black hole him. And we get rewarded for that risk. So we don't get punished with like a Russ Luffy or something like that, or a Lin, right? And we do play our second teats. We nullify his leader, and at this point we block what, guys? His Robin, his Nico Robin. So here my thought process was like, you know what? I will negate this blocker, not his Angoro, not his Luffy Taro, his blocker. Why? Because I do have a stronger in my hand. I do have a stronger. And I can use this stronger in combination with Tokyo to KO his Robin and go for game next turn. And he can hit me 3 times here. One with his leader, one with his Sangoro, one with his Luffy Taro, and I will still survive it. Right? So this is exactly what I do. I negate his blocker, I attack him for 12k, and he's now down to 0 life. I trust one stronger, and I keep the other one. I keep the other one, and this is the card that I can't afford to lose on the next turn, right? So first he hits us with Sangoro, which of course we do take. And we get 1k, which is okay. Then he uses the rest of his Dawn to kill one of our teachers, which I understand, and for 5k he attacks our leader again. And now guys, it's time to play our stronger. KO with our Doku his blocker and go for 21k to his life, guys. And what he does here is he does a Gum Giant. He throws so many cards, and he had 17k defense. So the next game, again we go here first. We drop our searcher, we grab a card, we drop our second searcher, we grab another card. Now our opponent is at 5 Dawn, he plays a Sangoro and he kills one of our searchers. Now we are at 5 Dawn. First we hit him with our leader, then we play our stronger, do a -2, and now we can play our black hole. The reason why we do that is of course because Sanji is one of the strongest cards for Purple Luffy, and we need to get rid of that. Then we black hole him, and we black hole him using the Tempest Kick, because of course it's still soon and we can't get any benefit from it yet. Next we are now at 7 Dawn, I think, at 7 Dawn exactly. We hit him first for 5, which he counters, I think. Exactly, he counters that with Sanji. Then we play our Vanagure, then we play our Doku, and we trust one card, and we pass. Then he hit us for 1k, we draw a Jesus, which is great. And he plays 2 Sangoros, which is bad for us. And we need to get rid of the Sangoros. Right? So first we play another Vanagure. And I was like, okay, you know what, I will KO your Luffy Taro. I will hit you for 5k to make you give me 1 counter, and he does. Then I play a Jesus. I black hole him. I have a full board here, and I was like, okay, you wanna come for my life, be my guest. And he comes for my life. I counter the first one, I hit a Sigan for the second, and he plays a Luffy Taro. And now guys, now it's time to first grab some cards off of his hand by using our Jesus to attack his Sangoro, right? Then of course we use our Van Agiros because he has 2 cards on his hand and he could probably counter that and give us all of his hand, but he would keep Sangoro, and this is something that we can't afford now. And of course we play our Tenko Stitch, we black hole him, this is mandatory at that point. And then for the next turn I was like, okay, you know what, 13k, be my guest, I will take it and I will go for game next turn, which we do. First with 7k, he has only 2 cards, he takes. Then for 9k, using our Jesus, he takes. Then 12k with our Blackbeard, he takes. And then the remaining Don to our Van Agur, 14k face. And of course, even if he had 2ks, we get to win. Now for the last game, we win the dice roll, we go first, we play, this is my age, unfortunately we don't have any searcher, he does not have anything to play in his 2-Dawn turn. On our 3-Dawn turn we still don't have anything to play, it was a really bad mulligan, so we attack him and then he plays a Mr. 2. We hate Mr. 2, right guys? Right, so we need to get rid of this Mr. 2 and this is exactly what we do here. We play our black hole, we attach the remaining Dawn to our leader and we hit him for 6k. Now he can attack us only once and not twice, because if you play the Jesus for example at this point or something else, he will copy it and he will attack you for 2 hits, which we do not want. So he hits us with his leader and he has ramped like crazy with his Mr. 2 and he plays on his 3rd turn a Luffy Taro, a 9-cost Luffy Taro, which is crazy, right? So we play here Laboon and we are practically saying, okay, you know what, I will KO this Luffy Taro in the next turn, so try to use him before he's dead. And what he does here is he goes for my Lafitte, then he goes for my life, which I take of course, and with 9 Dawn he plays another huge body, another Luffy Taro. What we do here is of course we do a Lagoon, -4, Seagun, Ciao Bella, and we kill him. We play a Jesus Purges for 4 Dawn, we attach the remaining Dawn to our leader, we hit him, and now we black hole him of course. And we are at 2 life, but we have a Jesus, we have established a Jesus. First he hit us with his Luffy Taro, we take. Then he plays another Luffy Taro, 7 cost this time, and he attacks us with 7k, which of course we counter, right? We do have the cards to do that, and we don't want to be at 0 life at that point. And this is exactly the point where you start chaining your beards, like, right? So we freeze his Luffy, we nullify his leader, we attack him with everything that we got in order to get some cards from him, right? And he manages, by using Gum Gum Giant and his other counters, to survive that. Then we pitch a card to black hole him, we really don't want him to do something funny here, and he attacks us with 8k, which we take. We take because now we can establish another blocker, right? He attacks us then with leader and he plays a Linley. Now he has 3 big characters, we have only 1 blocker, and he's like, okay, now you're dead. But no, we first freeze his big Luffy, right? This is the step 1. Then we hit him with 5k. Then we pitch a card to black hole him. Now we have 2k, right? So first we laboon him, 5k to his leader, which he counters. And now we have a Jesus with 9k, and we go to his Luffy Taro and we kill him. We get to kill this Luffy Taro. Now he has only 2 hits. Only 2 hits, and we have 2 blockers, right? So he goes 12 with his Lin, which we gladly block and counter. And then he goes again 12 with his leader, which we gladly block and counter. And now you can do the math, guys. He did it, he did the math, and he was like, okay, now I don't stand a chance here. But anyhow, whatever he did here, he would lose his game anyway, however he played that. So one more time, this is the list, this is the current list, guys, that I played. The text in this list is the Ice Age and Tempest Kick, and you saw, I think, how strong these 2 cards are and what you can achieve by playing these cards. Currently, I play this list, and I will also upload some videos by playing that list. So I'm down to 1 stage because I still get the feeling that I always see my stage when I need it. And I don't always need it, right? I keep these 4, excuse me, so 2 Tempest Kick, 2 Ice Age. I will remain with these 4 cards, I think. And I did one, this is my age, which is also sometimes situational, in order to get a Jack. And from the other stage that I did, I got a second Jack, because Jack, let me tell you, yes, there are times that you teach him for the leader ability because you think that he's too expensive to play, right? But let me tell you, there are also some situations, especially in the Doffy match and in other matches, where you can play this card and be such a king. You can combine it, for example, in 8 tones, Tempest Kick, with Ice Age. It's like crazy. It's crazy, believe me. Again, let's go back to this list, because in this video I played with this list. Feel free to check it, feel free to add your own cards, your own spice here, a part of yourself, right? Or you can also try exactly this list and see how it fits you. Let me know in the comment section below how did it go if you played that list in your locals, for example, or even also online in the simulator. And like the video if you liked what you saw, excuse me. Feel free to comment, feel free to subscribe, and thank you all for supporting this channel, me, and for watching this and my other videos. Thank you guys, peace, bye.